coming up in West Philly, you know, where you from, you know, what was that like for you? Like, you know, just starting out, just, you know, banding your neighborhood. What was that area to you coming up?
I want to say like it was like a rough environment.
It was like rough for you coming up?
Yeah, it was rough.
Now, was you raised in a household with your mom and your dad, or just your mom? Like, you know, if you want to speak about that.
It was like my mom, my dad, it was like all over the place. Like it was like bouncing around.
And what you talking, moving back and forth from your mom?
Back and forth, back and forth. Yeah.
And why was that? Why was that? That's just how the family was set up, or?
Yeah, like that's how it was. It was hard. Like rent need to be due, all that type of shit.
Now, you got any siblings?
Yeah, I got a little brother and a big sister.
So what's up with your relationship with them? How's that? Like your siblings, how's your relationship?
Yeah, I love them.
That's what's up. Now, you just recently you know, did a prison stint, right? What was you incarcerated for, if you want to speak about that?
Firearms.
So how many firearms was you caught with?
1.
So you did a bid for a firearm, and did you know that you was going to be incarcerated for a long period of time, or was it something that that led up to you, you know, taking a deal? What happened with that?
No, it was like out the blue. My people wanted me in jail for like, they said I was doing too much, but it was a 1.5 to 3 years, but I wound up doing the whole 3 because I was like probably like I was going through that shit my whole life, so like, you know, you were running the niggas, all types of shit. Like you ain't gonna be able to, like the shit I had going on when I went to jail. It wasn't like a joke where I could just do my bit and chill. I was gonna bumping a lot of shit. Yeah,
because of your name and, you know, and who you are, and, you know, and things that may have been going on in the streets. So for you, coming into we talk about the county, coming into the county, because the county is real radical. So when you knew you was going to the county, what was your mind state when you knew you was going in there? What was you thinking about?
I knew what it was. I'm like, yeah, we won't get it on. I ain't do no ducking though.
Yeah. And not doing no ducking, for people who don't know, that mean like you just, you know, when you get there, you like, it is what it is.
Yeah, 100%. It's like a joint where like certain niggas, they be like all on that shit on the gram and all that, but when they see you, they be like a half-ass joint. Like, no, like, bro, I ain't in that shit for real. Like, you feel me? Just my niggas, I ain't slime. Like, all types of shit, you feel me? But certain niggas you see, you just know what it is. Like, it's on. Ain't no talking. Ain't no you, bro, telling you, you just getting it right there.
So coming into the county, you just CFCF?
No, yeah, I was in the FN pick.
Which one worse?
I say all that shit. Like, that shit could go down anywhere. RCF worse. RCF.
Why is that?
That shit just be going down. That shit like the streets, but with knives.
And you coming into prison, so a lot of times when you coming straight into the prison system, coming into the county, you rarely got opportunity to even have a knife. So you coming in from the gate, just, you know, no weapon. You just going off all heart 9 times out of 10, until you get to a place where you gotta, you know, you got some comrades that can probably, you know, give you a knife or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
How's that for you mentally?
No, as soon as I get to the jail, niggas hit my hand from the rib with a knife, whatever.
And a lot of times,
make my own shit.
A lot of times when you get in there, right, you know, being so high profile and who you are based off what may have been going on, a lot of times, you know, people want to either say things happening to you while you in there, or make a name for themselves off of you being in there. And you have to understand it and know that coming into the system, because a lot of times people out here don't really understand, like, if you say or do something out here in the streets, you got to stand on what you saying or what you doing when you get inside the prison system. And when you get in there, somebody like yourself, your mentality has to always still still be that.
Right.
And for you sir, you was in there young, just recently in the county, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you were just telling me how radical it is in the county dealing with or seeing a lot of the young guys and things that's going on.
Well, the young guys, you know, from my perspective, you know, they got a lot going on. You know, we lived the life that they live and got a little older and got a little bit of maturity and seen, but that county is upside down right now, especially now after these new recent indictments that just been passed out throughout the city and stuff like that. The counties is bad, all of them. He said, and you know, I heard RCA, right, Buck? RCF, yeah, they say that's the craziest one over there right now.
And where's that at?
On State Road.
I'm saying, that's something new they just built up there or something?
Well, it was supposed to have been a women prison, but then they moved the women out and put the men in there.
Mm.
So now it's just like a county just for the men.
How long you was in the county for, Bucks?
For like 9 months. They sent me Upstate.
And so that whole 9 months, you in there, like just for the audience, if you can, just describe like your mentality that whole 9 months. Was you by yourself, or was you just in there with your guys? Because you was at CF, you was at PIC. How was that for you, that 9 months in there?
It was regular. Ain't nothing crazy. Like a little shit. Like like, you know, like
they want to hear it, Bucks. They want to know what's going on in there. They want to know.
Like you like little run-ins with niggas, like no head your way. If you was somebody, you gonna be somebody. They gonna treat you like somebody in there. But you feel me? If you're a nobody, they gonna treat you like a nobody. So all types of shit you could do though. Get money, get chase wreck. You feel me? But basically, like when I'm in the jails, I be like, I don't go to no crowd or nothing. Like I'm like niggas just be like, yeah, like, nah, I ain't gonna say I built my own shit. But like, niggas just fall on the real niggas. Like, that shit like really all for suckers, all sucker ass niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel me?
So you felt like that wasn't somewhere that you needed to be?
No, there's some real niggas in there. But that shit like for suckers, like jail shit for the birds, bro. That shit corny and shit. But it's like some real niggas in there. I met some real niggas in there. Feel me? Like real niggas going. Feel me?
Let me ask you a question. Like you speaking about that, some real guys in there, some real dudes in there. Was it anybody that you may have had a problem with, or whatever the case may be, but you got to know them in there, and you was thinking like this boy actually is kind of thorough?
No, I ain't. Every time like I ain't gonna see a problem with a nigga. You feel me? Cause we see each other. It is what it is. But I ain't never run into a nigga that I didn't like that. I'm like, this nigga cool. No.
Or was anybody that you ever met in there that was like, this boy that you never met before, and then you got to know him in there? You like, this guy's this person is thorough.
Yeah. My man. A couple niggas. Yeah, it's a couple niggas I'm like, I seen before and I ain't really talked to him. I seen him in jail. And like, all right, niggas, something weird though.
Now, 9 months. I'm assuming you took the deal, or you got found guilty.
It was more so like a revocation.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, like, took my sentence back. Like, gave me the whole time for the gun.
Now, you leave the county. Now, you end up going upstate.
Yeah.
This is your first time upstate?
Yeah.
How was that for you, knowing that you was about to go upstate? What was going through your mind?
I was like, I was just ready for whatever came with that shit. Like, I'm like, damn, I go upstate, I got all this shit going on. I'm a big ass rapper in my city. Feel me? I already know how it is, just farther from where you from. It's like really the same shit. But that shit was like really like that shit go down up there, but feel me? I'm the aggressor. Like, I press the issue sometimes. But it was hard because, like, I had, like, short time. You feel me? I'm like, damn, I could come home this time and shit gonna be lit. Then it was like, if I do this whole joint, because I was going through, like, a mental joint. Like, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. Like, I'm like, damn, if I want to chill. But it was like, you would see a nigga, you like, yo, like, hey, your date on the line to go home, you like, damn, like, I want to kill this nigga right now. But you like, damn, I'm about to go on 2 months. I'm about to go on 3 months. Like, they guaranteed it. You feel me? But then you like, you don't want this nigga to press up on you.
Yeah.
That's what really was like my dream. I was just like, every time I seen a nigga, I was ready to go home. And I was just making this shit. But I'm like, damn, like, I got to the end, I'm like, damn, I gotta hurry up. This shit, I gotta get back out there, like, my family and shit, they love me.